Hi, my people. Welcome to the Unsaid with Claire. Well, if it's your first time here, please subscribe, turn on your notification button, follow me on my other social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, the Unsaid with Claire. Well, our topic today is firstborns are not angels. This is a topic that takes me down on an emotional roller coaster because I am a firstborn girl child, and the things that have gone through, oh, you that is a firstborn out there, boy and girl, you can relate with me, because here on the Unsaid, we are here to learn from each other. I learn from you, you learn from me, and together we have our Unsaid. So today, firstborns are not angels, man. For me, I have had my own share of experiences. I have broken down because of how society or our parents have raised us, have made the firstborn to be a deputy parent. That is so much responsibility to put on a child, because yes, we are firstborn, but at the end of the we are also children. But most of the time, actually from like age 3, if you have parents who are performing well in the other space, and you have many followers, by age 3 you have to think like a 15-year-old. You're lucky if you have space between your siblings. If you're like 5 and there is space in between, yeah, you could be a little bit lucky, but not so lucky. You find yourself, you are a child, still a baby. You are 3 years, but my friend, you're already taking punishments. Bakubye emiggo. Hey, nabakutira ekibooko otakagire n'eisomero okukwata embooko za gavumenti. They've already beaten you. Usually, firstborns are robbed of their childhood too early. Too early. That's why sometimes we grow up, we are adults, and we have some fixation. We have not done certain things, or we are hardened because of what we have gone through. I'll give an example of myself, and maybe someone out there, you can relate. I remember the time I lost my mom, and man, this takes me down. I mentioned it takes me down. So many emotions running. I remember the time I lost my mom. Now, I am a child as well. I have lost my mother. I have literally lost my world. My world has crumbled. But everyone around me was telling me, Guma, be strong for your siblings. Be strong for everyone. Hati nyebuza, okay, now, if I'm strong for the others, who is going to be strong for me? I'm a child as well. I have lost someone. I need time to mourn. But as a firstborn child, you do not get time to mourn. You do not get time to be in your own feelings. Because I mean, being a firstborn does not take away does not change your heart, does not change the feelings, does not change the 5 senses. You get me? But now here comes that time someone tells you, you know what? You must be strong for the others. And whatever is missing, this, that, and it is way later. Now, in my situation, during that time, I mean, everything was like on me, and then way later, it is when I would break down. You still do not even have the luxury to break down, because immediately you are thrown into those big shoes of your parent to, I mean, there could be bills that were unpaid. There could be businesses. There could be court cases. Anything. You do not have that luxury. While the other siblings, yes, they are mourning, but they also, sit back and like, this one is taking, the front seat. And this comes from our parents. Can we let firstborns be children? They are not angels. Let's not put so much responsibility on these children, because from, you can relate in our family settings. You find your follower has done something. Before they ask who is responsible, MP zikuligdi. Yet you have no clue. You are not even around when someone did something wrong at home. But I mean, how dare your siblings do something, or they have done their homework late, they've not cleaned the compound, they've not washed the utensils while you are around. Yeah? I remember my mom would come and she would find my sister or my brother when they haven't done certain things, and be like, ah, but I'm literally in the home too. You get. So parents, please, as much as yes, this child is older and so God has bestowed responsibility on them, not all of them, on most of the firstborn children. Can we tone it down and be friends to these children so that there is where we grow up and man, it is too much. I thought about it and I'm like, you know what? This is unsaid on the side of the firstborns. You realize when we are still young, yes, we put so much responsibility on these children that you don't have to go this way. You have to finish school, do this, do that, ABCD. For a firstborn, it's like your life should be in a straight line. Life is not fair, but we set it that life should be straight for our firstborn. Yet at the end of the day, we all grow up to be our own individuals. These siblings of these children of yours that follow the firstborn, that you're putting so much pressure on the firstborn that you know what, becho kureberaho for your followers. At the end of the day, each takes their own path. They become their own individuals. They assume their own decisions. They become who they want to be, and no one defines that for them. Yet we have grown up putting so much pressure on this child to lay a foundation for their followers. Can we let each child have their own individuality, but the pressure that is put on a firstborn, Jesus, can let us breathe for real? Because honestly, myself, I started breathing not so long ago. Not so long ago did I start breathing. I'm like, you know what, Claire? For all my life, I have lived for my mother, for my siblings, for, you know what, do this ABCD in a straight line. But then it is too much responsibility, it is too much taking. It becomes like a baggage, because we grow up and life throws punches at you. And then when life gives you those punches, like, what can I do? Can I bottle it in? What will people think? What will my siblings think? But then I realized that, hey, my sister is grown, my brother is grown, everyone has gone their own way. Can I start breathing? And when I started breathing and speaking out and being who I am as a first-born girl child, now I realize that, you know what, I can even sit down and have a discussion with my sister as friends. But while I had not come out to be like, you know what, Neda, I'm a child. I'm a child too. You'd feel like I'm a parent. My sister would not even open up to me because she feels like, this one is like my mother. She calls me mother hen. It's like my mother. So she would not open up a few things. I would even hear from someone else. But just because, she's taking me to be like her, her deputy mother. Yet I'm her sibling, we could be friends. So till when I was like, you know what, walls of Jericho fall down, all walls down, I am a child. Hey, my sister, yes, I'm older than you, but hey, nanye ndio mwana kandi ninkoreshwa bi ndio muntu nakoreshwa bi yanje kandi otazaho, and you're like, how could you do this? No, I am a human being, I am a child. So we have better relationships. We are okay. So to the parents out there, this is coming from a child. Yes, a big child. Have a child. Can we please tone it down when it comes? We be more loving, more forgiving. Let's not be too harsh on these firstborns. Can we let them be children like the others, so that at the end of the day, you know, they don't feel burdened, or they do not even shy away to share certain things. I'm very sure most of the time firstborns, you know, caging too much, caging because of the pressure that we put on these children. Because at the end of the day, each child is going to grow up and be an adult of their own identity without having to follow the firstborn that you put so much pressure on. And that was my answer today. See you next time.